Hello and welcome back to Creeper World 4. We are in Span Experiments by viewer request. We're going to be doing a map that's fairly old school, bit of a throwback, the Turtle. Camp if you dare, it says. And while the fastest time on this map is actually less than 7 minutes, for most times there's just such a huge variety. Quite a few down in this range, about 12-15 minutes. Also a lot over an hour or even several hours as we scroll down. So just a really wide variety there. And the reason for that is it's really one of those where the key thing is what's not available on this map. There are no urns, and there is no resource terrain, and there are spread out emitters. One here, one here, one here, one here. So the big question is, where are we going to find ground that's safe? This breeder terrain over here is fairly fast acting, and this basically, I tried building up on this plateau area because that seems inviting. Stay away from the creeper for a while. But it won't take this long at all to start overflowing onto this plateau with all this breeder around. It just piles up so much there. That actually doesn't work very well. I've seen a couple of other YouTube videos on this map, and they've both started where I'm going to start, which is down in this area. But we've got blueite around, we have Redon, there's only the one green R spot, various crimsonators, and instead of being one where, you know, the enemy has half the map, you have half the map or whatever, it just really forces you to try to scratch out some territory. And away we go with all of our towers, and it's going to take a while to build up energy. Meanwhile, we can see the creeper beginning. The total amount produced isn't that high. It's more just, I mean, there isn't that much space on this map, so where are you going to run to? And of course, we've got our factory over here eventually, but we have no reason for an urn portal since there are no urns. You can see the first little bit of breeding here. I've basically just stretched out my towers as far out as I think I can dare. And part of my approach is to try to bottle them up in these, you know, in these pools. And there's not a lot going on over here, but we can't really get over there safely. You can see that this creeper is coming around the corner. And we're about to get energy positive here. There we are. So we're going to turn on our sprayer. And then mortars will be next. And then I'll turn on the cannons after that. And this is just what I think I need for our initial defense. Now notice the ARG actually coming in here, because this one only requires ARG, which is an interesting point to observe, whereas these other totems, these require Liftic. You see the creeper coming up here. But we did get everything online, and now we're going to go negative in energy as we try to fill it all. But we're creating, you know, holes. Particularly this crater is very important. And because of these two crimsonators is why I have this sprayer here. Oh, we're starting to really get a bigger supply of energy. So let's go ahead and start building out some more weapons. See, I'll put one more down there. I just don't want to top out on energy and waste it. But the creeper level is going to continue to rise. We have the standard cutoff level. And the main goal that I have here is before the creeper gets too high, I need to expand to increase our energy. So I want to push out over this way. And you can go ahead and come down here now. Okay, so we can gradually try and fill in some of these areas a bit. Now I do also, I want to throw up a shield, use some of our ARG for that. And then I want to continue adding weapons. And then pushing out with them. Perhaps around there. See if we can hold that position. Not sure whether we can or not. Nope, we didn't hold it. Okay. Then we can just keep on stretching out some with our towers. Let's send you over this way. Maybe send a mortar over that way if we can get away with it. Okay, now we're pretty much maxed out. It's a tough balance here. You know, what do we want to add? What are we comfortable with? Let's add a couple more mortars. And I also want to get another mortar over here to make sure that area stays secure. Might be able to get away with holding the tower there. See, we're holding this back, but just barely with that mortar. So I really want to focus now this way. Push forward. Let's get a couple more of these out here. Now this shield, I'm going to want to come out this way. I'll put up another mortar. I want mortars on the edge of this. Here we go. To fire down in there. The point being, because this crimson is going to start flowing various directions. So I want them to be able to push that back. We've definitely got some weapons here that need to be placed more aggressively. I may have actually overdone it on mortars. We'll see. Let's go like this. Let's move you perhaps up here. And then once you're in place, move up the shield as well. And it is a bit of a race against time, because you can see the creeper level is pretty high, but it actually is still rising. It's at 2.7 out of 3.5 there per cell. And we will eventually want to start lowering that. If we can get it stable or start lowering it and our energy situation is not crazy, then we will be doing all right. Okay, I don't know if we're up here close enough. Let's see. Should be. So that shield is doing just enough. And then continue out here. Something like that should work. Let's push forward. See if we can afford to slide you up that way. And I've created about as much room as I think I'm going to want to here now, actually. I want to get over here to this, and now I have. So now I'm in position to put up a second sprayer. You can see these cannons are now getting under pressure. So I'm going to go always on. And I'm going to yank you back some. We may even lose some over here. I think we're going to be okay with that. But I'm hoping that between these mortars here, we can do what we're going to need to. I'm actually going to move... Okay, we lost one tower there. I'm going to move you over here. And then I'm going to take these two over this way. And I think one from here. I think we have enough cannons, actually. So I'm actually going to build more. So you've got plenty of energy, but I don't want to overstress this. Not refinery. Pylon. Thank you very much. Then I want to turn down this way. Perhaps come out about here. And the point of all this is I want to jump up there. Now we are also... It looks like we're going to have enough... I don't need you anymore. And I actually should be building a little bit more out this way. you know, just taking advantage of the fact that I can gain energy from here. I can also grab that Redon. That's going to be important. And you can just sit right up here. Let's put a couple cannons up there. I'd like to come out here with refineries, but I'm not quite ready to do that. We have knocked down one emitter, and it looks like we're pretty steady, roughly, on the level of Creeper. Okay, so I'm going to take the three of you and move you up here. So I want to seize this, and this breeder is a really big problem for Creeper generation. You can see what it's doing. We want to get rid of that as quickly as possible, just kind of hold off everywhere else with the rest of what we have. And so I want a pylon up here. And if you build out too many weapons, it's very easy to get crazy and build out. Like, I put a bunch more mortars up here and some more mortars up here aggressively posted. You'll be using so much energy. I'm going to yank this mortar up here so it's not do anything. But using so much energy that you will gradually get everything sucked out. We almost lost that. But you'll start running out of power, and then you'll start getting your position overrun. So I need to really make sure I'm not doing that. But it looks like we're okay at the moment. We're holding this off. Like, we're not dominating it. Wasn't expecting to dominate it, but we are holding it off. And so now I want to also get shield up here. I'm actually going to build a second one, I think. I think I can get away with a second one. We'll see. Okay. So now we want to be very careful with our total amount of power that we're utilizing, but also gradually expand into this area. See if we can get maybe over there. We're definitely going to want more. You see, okay, the power is becoming an issue here. So let's just hold on. But also you can see the overall level was at 94k, now it's at 89k. So this is a really key point to get to. And this is, again, more like old school Creeper World, where once you get the enemy reducing their entire force, when you have the Creeper levels going down, then you know that if you don't screw up, you've won. And that's where we are. But at the same time, look at that energy. So it'd be that's really dangerous levels now. Yeah, you need to back up. First of all, I'm going to back these two up, stick them on top of the hill. And I'm having a problem here with, I just need to make sure that I do not go crazy with the energy. I'm definitely not building any more weapons right now. I'm just trying to utilize the ones that I have. Nope, I want that cannon if I can get it. There it is. Yeah, the problem is we really have a serious energy problem. What am I? Yeah, I'm going to turn you off. Turn you off as well. See if these cannons can hold it by themselves. I'm not sure if they can, but I am sure. Yeah, see, this is exactly what's going to happen right here. And it's just going to get worse if we don't handle our energy situation. Okay, let's try to build now. Some more towers out here. think I can probably afford to turn one of these off. I'm going to try it anyway. We are lowering down the creeper still. So I just need to make sure I do not run out of power. What'd we lose? Lost a tower over here. Okay, because we've taken some stuff down. I'll suffer that. Let's see. Do we have another cannon that's really not being used? I really don't. Can I maybe... I can use these better, though. I can push one over here, I think. Maybe slide one this way. I might be able to get some more AC. Yeah, I think I can by connecting there. Okay, I'm going to take the risk of trying to build another cannon. And then what I want to do is just get maybe a few more towers out this way. Just trying to bring in whatever energy I can. And as the overall level goes down, we should actually be more and more successful in these areas because there will only be so much creeper. So let's... I actually should have a mortar over there, really. I should have cannon here. And then if I can get a mortar up here to hit whatever's deepest around it, that might be best. Okay, so the purpose of these shields, really, the reason I brought them over here, I want to plant them on top of this breeder and really push the creeper back off of that area. I'm going to try to surge up over here. We can hopefully shut it down. We can also create a little bit more space than we would otherwise have. And so over here, really what I need is more mortar firepower. And I think we're at the point energy-wise now where I can try to place a couple of these. Let's definitely move one up here. And we've got all of this, you know, piling up over here. We just need to get rid of that. Gradual progress continuing. It looks like maybe we're close enough over here. And so then as the creeper levels gradually recede, then maybe you can throw out, you know, little bits of additional towers to push back the enemy. But you can see we're up at 16 minutes plus. We're definitely not threatening any speed wreckers on this map. Now we're getting to the point where we're back to the edge now. We're kind of, if we can lower it down around this edge, then we can really get somewhere. And we can eventually, okay, see, this is going to be nice. We can hook up here, maybe. And get some more AC. And we actually have enough that we're using, we have extra, so we're going to add another sprayer right in the same area. So I'd like it to be about there if it can be. If we can hold that, you can be always on. Let's move these mortars that we're not using. We can always build more. Let's have them participate in the fight. So it looks like we've got enough energy for that now. You can see here comes the next wave of the breeder. Doing well at pushing it back, but I think what I want now is to build up and just try to land down in here and push it back. Move down our shields. Okay. See now, whoa! Okay, that's not going to work too well, is it? You pull back. All right. Now let's keep our mortars forward. And then down this way, I want to push these forward further. Well, I wanted to do it before the breeder came again, but I didn't get it in there in time. See if we can... That didn't work too well. Alright. Oh, it's pushing it right here on the edge. I didn't realize that was going to happen. Okay. So we're going to throw up another shield, which is not going to survive. We'll throw up another one back here. You can see the problem that we're running into, though. We just need to have a ton of firepower down there, or we need to be able to push it back with the shields. Preferably both. And let's slide you up. Let's also get a couple of these mortars down here. Maybe another cannon. To sit right in this area, and I want to keep pushing them back off of the breeder. Forward more, please. Okay, looks like it's going to snap our tower there. Nope, our shield held it. Okay, good. Forward more. And then once it gets pushed back off this breeder, we can see we got quite a bit of energy here. We are now going to be able to, I can keep moving out here, I believe. And we'll be able to take much more aggressive action very soon. I think it's done in terms of the breeder. I think we've succeeded there. Okay. Now I do want to, given that's the case, you see, creeper level's less than half of what it once was. So I wouldn't say we are victorious yet, but we're definitely heading strongly in that direction. Build a couple refineries to start gathering up that green R. Let's throw up another one of you to make sure that they're safe. Okay. And then now, I don't really think I need the shields for anything that much anymore. If we take a look at some of these, I mean, I might want to use them to push off, I guess, a couple of these. I'll move them over that way, because I don't need them here. Let's just sort of keep them for safekeeping. And let's knock out this, and then we'll switch areas. But I want to push in. Push it back as far as we can, as far as we need to. Let's get in here with a nullifier. That should work. Okay. And then let's start moving out in some other directions. So I could go anywhere. But I don't see any reason not to just come over this way. So I'm going to press the attack this way, towards this emitter, and then hit that emitter. That's my goal. And meanwhile, we're going to be gathering up this to feed all of the totems. So this totem needs Arg as well. This one needs Liftic. And we're connected to all the resources over this direction. And I think we need actually one more sprayer up. So we're now definitely in the victory is ours phase, and we simply need to attack more. So let's just start building some more weapons. But yeah, I just like the aspect of this map where, you know, it's simply a battle for space. And if you don't expand quickly enough and get enough space, then you're in trouble. I'm sure there are people out there who may watch this who have found, you know, some of the faster ways of doing this map. But the thematic part of it was just a little bit more interesting to me because we're so used to battling against spores and, you know, blobs and air sacs and all matter of other items. And most maps that are made for Creeper World 4 have a lot more of those complicated things in them. But you can still go to this type of struggle, which is much more like Creeper World 3, even Creeper World 1. Really. The core original concept of the game. And it's just about, you know, can you get enough space before the creeper floods you? And you can, but you have to play reasonably well on this map in order to do it. It's not a completely simple or easy task. So, forward we go. We don't appear to be having any energy problems at all. So we should be able to expand pretty aggressively now. And let's see, let's push more over this way. It's not a case of that much territory, really. It's just, I want to make sure that we are not over-exerting ourselves, or overstretching ourselves, I should say. We're still going to want to get to that totem. But they are using up the Liftic as fast as we can do it, so we're still waiting on that. And I probably should, let's just really quickly stretch. Pylons. Out this way. Okay. Not too far away from our next target here. Make sure I don't run out. Throw up some more weapons. Towers, if you please. Wait for them to clear this out a bit as we're getting flooded by some creeper. Okay, that should be enough. No? Gotta get right up here close to the edge. Okay. Well, we're going to need to take some more action then to make sure that's protected. Yep. Just lost it. Let's slide you there. Throw a cannon up there. Let's start moving out this direction. We have 8 of 11 totems that are now up. We are not connected there. What did we lose now? Oh, the tower that I was a little excessive forward on. Okay. Alright. 1 totem there, 1 totem there, 1 way over there. Okay. I think right now I just sort of basically want to beeline for the totems. I'd like to have control of those. No more creeper being produced out here. That shouldn't be a problem. Let's throw some mortars over in this direction. There we go. So I want to hit this one. I want to come out this way. And then we've got those two. Actually, this one we should be able to just connect to. That shouldn't be a problem. We'll just slide, yeah, all of you are fine down here. We'll just slide one of our cannons down there to make sure that hits. I'm not going to obsess about getting rid of every drop of creeper on this map. I just want the victory conditions to be met. Throw our shields over here just because we can. Creeper down under 20k now. It is just not doing a whole lot. Try to find some more aggressively places to post those. Of course, we have all kinds of cannons here that are no longer doing anything. Let's see how close we need to get to knock out this last nullifier. I think we're there. Yep. So that'll take care of you, and then we've got this one. We're almost in place over here. Let's shift some cannons this direction. Clear some of that out. And that will get us connected here. This is about to go down. Okay, let's grab some spare units. One objective is complete. More yet to be done. And I think, yeah, I'm just going to hop you right over there. Meanwhile, we're just going to plow a path. It should not take much at all to clean off this ridge. And actually, that's cleaning itself off right over there as it all drains away. Move a couple more up here, and that'll do it. And we just need everything to filter through over there, and we will be finished. So as always, feel free to let me know, what did you think of Turtle? My method of doing it, other than the few incidental errors, what would you have done differently in the approach? And this Span Experiments adventure is now concluded. See you next time with more Creeper World 4, everyone. Thanks for watching.